Thank you very much. The next speaker on our list is the State Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Cyprus.
Thank you. Many a speaker, Mr. Chairman, referred today to the need for respect of the sovereignty and the territorial integrity of states and the inviolability of frontiers. It is my opinion that if we want to be convincing and consistent, these principles should be upheld and implemented in a non-selective and non-discriminatory manner in all similar situations in the OSCE area. Regrettably, this is not always the case. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, this meeting is the culmination of the efforts and achievements of the Austrian chairmanship of our organization and provides us with the opportunity to reflect on our priorities, the fight against radicalization in particular. It is on this last point that I would like to focus. Already in the distant 1986, President Chirac of France stated what we have learned all too well, I quote, "Terrorism has become the systematic weapon of a war that knows no borders or seldom has a face." Security is at the core of the OSCE and encapsulates its multifaceted nature and what it aims to achieve, from democratization to armed control, from economic cooperation to environmental issues. Unfortunately, during the past decade, terrorism has become the antonym for security in all its manifestations and implications, true in practice and in the perception of millions of people. We all agree that terrorism is one of the greatest threats to the peace, security, and stability, as it is a danger to human rights, economic development, and social cohesion, leaving none of us unaffected. It is also the nature of this scourge to exceed the national realm, and as such requires coordinated international cooperation. The OSCE, with its emphasis on countering violent extremism, has sought to go beyond the classic security-based responses by putting forth a comprehensive approach in order to address the underlying drivers of terrorism. This organization has an added value in fighting the root causes of terrorism by building up local capacities and the systematic exchange of best practices. An essential element for the success of our efforts is the need for governments to strengthen their relationship with and among our citizens and build trust at all levels. In Cyprus, we have adopted a four-pillar counter-terrorism strategy, namely prevention, protection, pursuit, and response. The most important and the one with the longest lasting impact is that of prevention. Measures have been adopted which aim at preventing radicalization and the recruitment of terrorists and at enhancing social cohesion through the social inclusion of immigrants. Most importantly, we have involved religious leaders in an interfaith dialogue, while at the same time we adopted legislation against hate language, incitement, and attacks on the basis of ethnicity, religion, or race. We do acknowledge, however, that national policies alone are not enough to stem radicalization. It is for this reason that we placed special emphasis on the cooperation with our neighbors in Eastern Mediterranean. Together with Greece, we established trilateral mechanisms of cooperation with Egypt, Israel, Jordan, Palestine, and Lebanon. The overarching purpose is to promote peace, security, and stability in what is a turbulent and probably the most unstable region in the world. We aim to improve coordination in the fields of security, counter-terrorism, and other asymmetrical threats, and cooperation on energy, environment, water management, tourism, technologies, and health in a way that would promote a better relationship between Europe and the Middle East. Naturally, Cyprus attaches great importance to the dialogue and cooperation with our Mediterranean partners in order to effectively tackle challenges in our region. That is why we welcome Italy's intention to include the Mediterranean dimension in its chairmanship's priorities. I wish to thank the Austrian chairmanship, Minister Kurz in particular, and I wish him well in his political endeavors, for all their efforts and for their exquisite Viennese hospitality. Alla prossima presidenza italiana desidero esprimere i nostri migliori auguri ed assicurargli del nostro pieno sostegno e della nostra cooperazione. Thank you.